You?
Hey guys, Adrian from Times here, and joining me in this party is Editor Debs. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing well. We're here checking out Blizzard's upcoming, highly anticipated action RPG, Diablo 3. So let's. Also in the background we got Matt, another editor of ours. He's not playing the game, but he's just sitting in.
Because he can.
Fuck you!
So yeah, it's the new Diablo. It's looking a lot better if you played the last one. Yeah, so it's a top-down action RPG. You're looking at it here. I am playing as a level 1 wizard, and Debs, you are a...
I'm a monk.
Great.
Yeah, so should be interesting.
Yeah.
Although I don't understand why your name's only like level up Adria.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Because he's a girl.
Duh.
Girls don't play games.
I know, right? Who would like? That's just ridiculous. Like, who would ever let that happen?
Let alone write about games. Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah. Alright,
No, she's the exception to the rule. She's Asian.
Yeah, I'm allowed to do everything. Pretty much.
nice.
Serious, except launch missiles.
Oh no.
Am I not allowed to do topical political humor at the moment?
Yeah. Leave that to the crayons.
Alright.
So you're seeing here the UI. The bottom is a little different if you play the previous games. You've now got a map top right corner, helps you out a fair bit, and you now know where you are going as far as quests are concerned because you have the beacon that will start making that pinging thing, and then you know where you have to be. Plenty of loot in this game. I'm sure if you've played any action RPG, you know how awesome loot is to the process. So.
Fat loots.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, let's go here. And quests on the right now, you know what you're doing at all times, which is pretty good. Let's go talk
I hate
to...
those tutorial pop-ups though.
Yeah, they get kind of...
Really irritating.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to do something in your inventory and you totally miss it.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to figure out what's going on behind it. So yeah. We're taking a look at it here. Oh, so these guys have turned into the prison.
Zombie things.
And so, seeing that fat loot already start drop, I'm now level 2. So I will take that. Skills are now sort of you choose a primary skill. You have, I believe you get 4. I don't know if that's every single class, but you get 4 to choose from. You'll start with 1, and then as you play, you'll unlock the others. You get runes that you unlock at level 6, I believe, and you can adapt those particular moves to other things. I think we actually got to go back in. That's why I went out.
Oh, I just went out.
Let's talk to Leah again.
What are you doing? Yeah, I just as I was leaving, I was like, saw the exclamation mark.
Yep. So, Debs, you didn't play much of the past Diablos.
I missed out on the first and second one like a complete knob, which was totally awesome. But now I'm kind of realizing what I've missed out on.
So, what is your experience in sort of the genre?
Of 6 days now. What this type of
this like the action RPG genre. Played much of these kind of games or not really?
Not with this particular control and perspective, like this exact style. You know, any other RPG, like most of the third to first person types, yeah, sure, like heaps of experience with those. Like, but then again, they're much more common these days as opposed to, at least from what I've seen, much more common than any other. I don't want to talk to you, crazy lady.
But you've played some Blizzard games for sure.
Oh yeah. But the Blizzard games that I'm more used to are mostly the RTS. I've played StarCraft 2, and
Are you any good at it?
I'm not that kind of Asian, sorry. But yeah, like StarCraft 2 is what I've played before, and you know, Warcraft and stuff like that.
Right.
And I have done my duties in World of Warcraft before, like most people, I think.
As you do.
Yeah, you know, I had a 3-month non-stop stint, so that was all I was concerned.
But now she looks like a crack addict.
Oh, Matt. So yeah, I played through all this beta. You get about, I think it was a third of the first act, and there are 4 acts in the game. So I just want to test out this loot stuff. Are you seeing that that tunic on the ground there?
The what?
Just here where I'm standing, there's a tunic right next to me. Can you see
Did I
that?
just pick it up?
No, did you? It's right there. Do you see it or not? Just so I know.
I don't see it. No,
Alright,
I
so
saw a cloth thing, so that I picked up now.
No. So then it's definitely not. It's not the same thing. The loot in this game is so you don't get sort of the ninja looting and stuff like that. They have made the loot. What you see is what is only yours, so you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about anyone else stealing your stuff.
And I'm assuming that's going to be based on last, like the kill, like final blow kind of kill, like whoever does the final.
I don't know specifically. I think it's, you know, if you kill the enemy and that enemy drops something, then any loot that comes out of it.
Yeah,
will be
but the
yours.
thing is determining what kills the enemy itself. Is it majority of the damage done, or is it going to be the final hit? So it's probably one thing I probably want to check out, because depending on what kind of class you play, it might actually
that might be
determine
if you get that last hit, or whether it's about. So yeah, now another thing, health is sort of, they drop it around the level as you're killing dudes, and so you won't be using your health vials or your health potions as much. You won't be relying on them. I think I finished the actual beta only using it like once, so it wasn't something. You know, in Diablo you're often running out of health and just drinking down those potions, but you're not actually doing that here. Simply because everything's being dropped. You know, health is being dropped by the enemies as you're taken down. So I'll just get a little bit of loot here, and then we'll show off the inventory and stuff like that. That you can get, and how you can equip that to your dude.
my dude.
Yeah, or dudette.
Dude.
I
Experience
probably
bar.
feel a lot more comfortable with her if she wasn't running around half naked, but you know,
Yeah,
that shit happens.
Wait, what? Why have I not got this game?
Because you're like totally
You can.
lame.
I think it's
Don't
probably
you
a
know this?
good time to mention this beta. I don't know when this is going out, but it ends on what was it? The 12 o'clock on the 23rd.
Yeah, so like
On
10
Pacific time.
10 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, I think is what it's
US,
called. So that's
yeah.
actually whatever American time is.
Right.
I don't even know.
Yeah, so just
it's like it's nearly like a day ahead of us though, so Australians will have.
it's California time, so just
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
go on Google and look at the time in California.
By the way, where are you? Because I'm like killing
I'm
stuff.
right behind you. Don't worry.
You better be.
You keep.
You're my
taking out those
backup.
two.
Ooh, yeah.
Alright. I'm pretty sure we gotta go just follow the path, really. Nope. But yeah, just go to the Diablo website and you'll be able to get this if you're in time. It was a weekend thing. It was like a really quick. I think I got the email on Friday, and it was.
Either way, though,
The game's coming out like in.
Yeah, it comes out 15th of May, I think it is.
Yep.
But even then, people that manage to get into the or people that get a beta key should still be able to play it until the 1st of May. I think is when the full
first of
beta
May
itself
is when
closes.
it'll close
So
for everyone that's in the private stuff. But yeah, like the game is a couple weeks out, so it's not a big loss. Regardless.
unless you're super impatient,
Yeah,
which
like unless
is not
2 weeks
cool.
is
like agonizingly long for you,
yeah.
which I think.
Oh my god, can't play Diablo 3.
Yeah, but we know what you're like, Matt. So I mean,
Which is probably
Totally
for the best
understand.
if you're one of those
I
people that.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people on the forums that were really angry because
but foreign people don't count because all foreign people are angry. So,
I thought you
But
said
they are.
don't count.
People only go on forums to complain in most situations.
Yeah.
So, unless someone would like to prove me wrong, please don't, because I'm sure
the
they'll
whole
be
idea of this beta
happy.
was not necessarily for you guys to play the game, as it was to test out the stress test, to stress test the servers when they were under intense load.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people were like, I'm getting this error message when I'm trying to log in. I hate this game. If this is like what 15th of May is going to be like, I'm not playing. So there was a lot of that on the forums when that happened.
That's always like that on forums.
Yeah.
Can't play Diablo.
Alright, so this is the inventory screen. They show everything you pick up. If you haven't yet examined it in your inventory, it'll have like a nice outline on it, so you know what you've seen and what you haven't. So let's just put most of the stuff on, just because it'll help us out, get us a bit more of those stats up. So this crossbow I'm using is a dual wield or two-hand weapon, so I cannot use the shield with it. It just depends. Let's get out of that. And I think so in terms of economy, the coins you pick up in the game, the gold you pick up, will be persistent throughout all of your characters. So because I know I had like 10k or 11k from my first character that I finished the game with, now I've got like that same 11k figure here. So I'm assuming that is persistent. And then they've got that auction house where you can start.
Don't mind me, I'm just accessorizing. No, I'm
As you
kidding.
do.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm really bad for this sort of game where just keep killing everything that is killable on the screen.
Right.
And then I totally forget to actually put new loot on.
Oh man, I'm totally the opposite. It's like, as soon as I pick, even if it's a really rubbish thing that you can tell because it's like a dark grey icon, I'll still have to just have a look in my inventory and manage it with every little thing I pick up. I'm trying not to do it for this thing here, but it's like, it's pretty bad.
A habit of yours.
Yeah.
You have like loot OCD. That's what
I
that is.
love loot games. That and games where numbers will pop up. Like this and Borderlands, where you have numbers coming up every time you're hitting dudes.
Yeah, I mean, like with Borderlands, I guess I'm really bad for making sure that I really carefully look at every single gun that I get,
Right.
even though.
Actually, I think we got to go. We got to actually use that waypoint. So let's
Oh.
hop back over here and do that. So this is really not so much to really play a lot of the game, but just to give you a taste and show you what you can get when the game comes out, I guess. So this is pretty representative of the final quality, and like I said, this is the first act. So.
And it's easy enough for like a new person like me to pick up as well. at
Yeah.
that rate. For people that are new to the series, unlike all these, well-traveled other gameplay players.
And like I said, I'm not particularly the best Diablo player, but I managed to get through the game. It was really easy. I don't know what difficulty mode. This is like the main one, and you unlock Nightmare, I think, when you finish this. When you finish the game once, so then that gives you more replay value. And from what Blizzard have said, they'll be able to. There's stuff that so they've made the enemies when you play through it the first time, you won't see some of the enemies' attacks that you'll get later on.
So what they're leaving some of it as a
So they leave some
surprise.
of it until you up the difficulty, and then more stuff will start to happen that you haven't seen before. New types of enemies and stuff like that. So it's not the kind of game you will play once and then not play anymore. You'll definitely.
Well, I mean, I think that's one of the things that Blizzard always try and do is make sure that there's actual decent replay value and everything.
Yeah, and I think
because they want to make sure they keep you
Right.
forever.
And I mean, Diablo
I'm gonna
2
roll a
is
mage. I'm
still
gonna
really
roll a sorcerer or something. I don't know.
great. But yeah, like Diablo 2 is still a massive game, and that's a single player game in when you think about it. Just made multiplayer, so co-op. Let's see what's in the hidden cellar here. We might wrap it up after this.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely pick it up. It's looking like a pretty good RPG if you're into the this type of game.
I'm sure on that note as well, for like the last week that's left over or whatever, there'll still be there'll probably still be some keys floating around because a lot of sites were pretty much handing them out like candy before.
Yeah.
So if you're desperate to get a peek in before the beta closes, just have a poke around. I'm sure you'll find someone's got a spare key somewhere. So
I might actually see if I do the same because I'm really enjoying this.
I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart.
But yeah, like that's the thing though. They're like heaps easy to get before, so
yeah.
I don't think you'll have any issues.
Also, another cool thing when you pick up lore and journals and stuff like that, it'll all be read to you instead of having to read books and stuff like that to know what's going on.
So you can be lazy.
Yeah. So just as you play, you don't even have to stop playing. Just listen.
Yeah, that's the thing. I love that they are doing that nowadays, as opposed to.
Yeah,
I can't
definitely.
be bothered reading. I didn't read most of the books in Skyrim because I just really couldn't be bothered doing it. So.
I read it for like the first few hours, and then it's like I just gave up on reading books in Skyrim.
Hours? Serious?
I really enjoyed it at the beginning. It was like
I couldn't do it.
I did it only for the skill ups in Skyrim. I ended up getting the
after a while,
ebook and
that's what
reading
it
it on
became.
the bus.
Yeah.
Really? I couldn't. I can't.
I think it was like the novelty of, hey, finally there are books that we can read in a game. Like it sounds stupid, but it's not.
Well, yeah, it was like what we were talking about before, though. Like Duke Nukem 3D. Holy crap! You can turn a light on,
right?
And people would go around turning lights on because it was a novelty. And now that's like the next stage of the novelty. Holy crap! We can read books. That makes sense.
Holy crap! We can read books.
That's provided in game. And they said.
But someone sat down and actually wrote that stuff, so it's pretty.
Are you sure they didn't just get like monkeys on typewriters?
Oh man, that's probably.
That'd be totally cool.
They've been tricking us this whole time.
Yeah, that would probably be a good solution to a lot of the world's non-attendance of schools. Just make video games with fucking educational content in them, like embedded somewhere.
Is what you're saying? Make educational games.
No, not make educational games. Make games that are like not educational but have educational content in them. Like Call of Duty. Fucking teach them about the real wars and shit rather than this fantasy war shit.
Well, Call of Duty did that to a degree.
How about basic math? So they need to work out math to get to the
they need to know 4 plus 4 before they can shoot a bullet. I reckon Asians will excel at that.
In other words, make Donkey Kong Jr. Pretty much what you're saying.
But I think, for people that get really into certain games anyway, you get, I think with these sorts of games as well, I don't know what to what extent Diablo would be, but a lot of loot-based games where you got to do math to figure out if something is statistically better as a weapon as opposed to others. So, I mean, really, you can't completely discount games, but still...
I'm just looking around, so you can feel free to.
Can mathematics be used to calculate the drop rate of a particular item?
Yes. Don't even go there.
That's
People
like
work this stuff out. That's basics.
That's like year 11, 12.
No wonder I'm never
everyone's
any good at those games.
In these games. So.
All right, so I think we'll wrap it up here. This is Diablo 3 Open Beta. If you get this in time, you can definitely go check it out.